Hey y'all, welcome back to Tab Space. I'm here with a short message for you guys. My message today is change your mindset. Life is genuinely a mindset thing. It is a glass half empty, glass half full type of situation. If you're always looking at the negative or looking for the negatives in life, you're going to continue to live in the negative space. If you're always looking for the positives of a situation, you're going to start to live in more of a positive mindset and have better things happen to you and for you. You can only be as strong as your mindset. You can only be as positive as your mind allows you to be. So rather than focusing on the negative of a situation, focus on the blessings attached to it. For example, you don't like your boss or you don't like the place that you work at anymore. But this is your livelihood. This is how you make your money. This is how you afford to do the things that you enjoy doing. So you can focus on the negative. You can focus on how bad work is and how terrible your boss is and let yourself get trapped in this purgatory, is what I like to call it, when you allow your negative thoughts to overcome your positives. And now all you can do is think of the negative while you're in that situation. If you change your mindset and you focus on the fact that this is offering me the money that I need to be an entrepreneur or to have fun in my free time or to eat, to have a place to live. When you think about it like that, you can kind of put the negatives behind you and tell yourself, no matter what happens today, I'm going to choose to be positive. I'm going to choose to look at the blessings and the bright side of things. And little by little, day by day, you're going to start to notice a huge shift in your day to day. When you look at things in a positive light, it radiates. Your happiness radiates off of you and influences others. So that terrible boss that you had might just become the best boss ever because of the fact that you come in with a new mindset. So try that. God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. So if you continue to find yourself place to place, issue after issue, it's likely that God is testing you. God wants to see what you're made of and if you're ready for the next level. So don't fail the test because you're allowing a bad mindset get the best of you. Romans 8:31, if God is for us, who can be against us? So remember that when you go into these spaces where you don't feel confident, you don't feel like it's going to be a positive thing. You just know that that person's going to say something to make you mad today. Well, if God is with us, who can be against us? If you think that the moment that somebody that you may perceive as an enemy attempts to attack, their attempts will not work. They're not going to do anything for you. No weapon formed against me shall prosper does not mean that the weapons will not form. It means that they are not going to prosper. That also does not mean that the same weapon that you've already defeated, you won't be faced with that same weapon all over again. So keep that in mind. But every time that you beat it, keep that in the back of your mind. So that way, if it occurs again, you're ready. Make the choice to forgive that person that you've been holding a grudge towards. I cannot tell you, for me, I just had to forgive somebody that never apologized to me. So that way I could move forward and stop looking at them in the light of that unforgiveness that I had for them. I had to drop the grudge. I had to say, look, I forgive you. And forgiveness is not, oh, I'm going to allow you in the same capacity that you were in to betray me. No, I accept what you did. I know why you did it. Now I'm going to move accordingly. So if I have to steer clear of you, that's what I'm going to do, but I forgive you. If I have to communicate with you only a little bit so that way I could get my job done or get something else done, that's what I'm going to do. Just don't always think that forgiveness means, oh, I'm allowing this person right back in so that way they could do the same thing all over again. 9 times out of 10, that's not what forgiveness is at all. It's just an acceptance of you did it. I know why you did it. Now we're going to move on. And I'm going to move forward. And you're also going to move forward. And my verse that goes along with forgiveness, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Luke 23:34. Now, this comes from a disciple to the Lord. But this advice is also supposed to come from the Lord to us. So, when somebody performs a transgression or does something to you that you are not fond of, that you're not a fan of, I want you to say, forgive them, they know not what they do. Take out the father part and apply it to you, and forgive them, they know not what they do. Even if they do know what they're doing. Even if you got that one person that just maliciously lies or goes out of their way to do just stuff that you would never do it yourself. You would never allow it from anybody else. Just tell yourself, forgive them. They know not what they do. That alone is enough for me to move on and forgive. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times people do things and they're just not really operating as their best self. They don't understand the principle of things. They don't know what they're doing or the effect that it has on other people. A lot of people are extremely self-unaware. And a lot of people do things because that's all that they know. And that's all that they've ever known. That's not the excuse that, oh, it's okay. We got to let people continue to betray us and treat us like crap. It's just, hey, they don't know what they're doing. So for me to allow that to consume my energy would be a downfall and a pitfall for me. And I don't deserve to experience their karma or whatever you want to call it, their consequences, because they don't know what they're doing. I might know, but they don't. Forgive them, pray for them, and move around when it comes to stuff like that. I hope that this message treats y'all well. I appreciate y'all, and thank you.